You are listening to The Hour of the Time. I'm Pete Lesprint.
And I'm Tim. Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a good program for you tonight. We're going to have another program of sharing information, and I have some things ready for you. So if you have a pencil and paper, we'll be right back with you.
Baby, don't turn out the light. I wanna see you look at me. Whisper only sleep tonight. Not just promises and empty fantasies. I don't need a bed of roses.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have another night of sharing information. I've been doing some thinking on this subject. We can talk about preparedness equipment, things of this nature, but there's also things that go along with preparedness, and that's sharing information. You folks out there that have militia groups that are coming together, friends and relatives that are coming together, starting to see what's going on. There's a lot of things we can learn from each other. As I remember when I was a youngster watching my grandmother do a lot of things in the kitchen. She taught me how to make biscuits, roll bread. I remember the old white oleo that used to come in a package, and you had the little yellow dye pill to make it look like butter. It seemed like both of my grandmothers could always make something from nothing. Always add another one to the table because there was always room for one more. I learned a lot of these things from my grandmothers. They were both good cooks, by the way. I think that's why I got a little bit on the heavy side. But my grandmothers both shared how to do a lot of things. I learned how to sew, iron my clothes. My mother helped. So things are going to be getting tough again, and we're going to have to resort to learning these things all over again. So you folks, whether you're men or women, there's a lot of us guys out there that are good cooks also. Learn how to cook, share recipes together, how to make things. Biscuits, shortbreads, regular breads, making rice puddings, things of this nature that we'll need later on. Homemade pancakes, because you're not going to be able to go to a store and buy a package of ready-mixed pancakes. So right now, think about it. Think about sharing with each other what you might know how to cook or do something one way, and somebody else might have another way of doing something. Put your knowledge together. Mechanics do the same thing. Cross-train in learning how to do first aid. Just general home economics, folks, is just getting along and sharing and teaching others what you know, and they'll teach you what they know, and we'll be able to come together and whip this thing that's coming up that we're all getting prepared for. So it's not only thinking of buying equipment and things of this nature, just get together. I've had people call in from the cities and they say, well, how do I learn to do this or make a shelter, build a campsite, whatever. Well, if you're in the city and you're living in an apartment, there's a lot of diagrams in the different camping books, survival books, on how to do things. So when you're wanting to put a shelter together, learn how to build a form for a makeshift tent, what's wrong with using a roll of thread, some straws, toothpicks, things like that? Build models of what actually you're going to do in the field if you have to. Make a plan if you're going to leave the city, if things get tough, how you're going to do it. You can go up on a roof, you can learn your compass work out there. You don't necessarily have to go out in the woods to learn north, south, east, and west. Up on the roofs of your cities, you can use your compass. You can see the stars out there. You can get your land navigation books, compass reading books, and you can learn the stars and navigation from just on your rooftop, your balcony. So really, if you're in the city, folks, it's not that hard to learn if you really want to. You can buy your equipment, buy your books, go to your libraries, pull out your different books, go to your health food stores. They have a multitude of books on how you can eat cheaply, how you can survive, what items of food are good and essential for you. So there's many things that you can do if you just think about it, do a little research, and you'd be surprised what comes up and what you can learn. Think about when you were a youngster, what you learned back then, how your grandmother used to always have that extra nickel or dime to give you to go down to the candy store when things were tough. They knew how to just utilize their pennies and save it for a rainy day, and mine often said, here's a little bit now, and I'm always going to save some for a rainy day. That phrase has come up many, many times. Well, the rainy days are coming, and we have to start saving. Have to pinch those pennies and make them grow the best way they can, and buy the best we can with the pennies, and save what we can, because if you save pennies here and save pennies there, pretty soon those pennies grow into dollars that you're buying something with. And not that the Federal Reserve notes are that great, but at least you're able to buy something right now. So just think about some of these things, and I'm sure it will come together on drying foods, canning. Neighbors can get together and learn how to can foods and pack dry foods away. You always don't need nitrogen-packed items. You can use salt for your dry items. I've said before, spaghettis, rice, beans, any types of pasta, your noodles and such. Pour some salt in the bottom of a bucket. Pour your items in there. Top them off with a little bay leaf, and it will get rid of any creatures that want to grow inside, you might say. So these are just little things, and I'm sure if you get together with others in your groups or other friends, that you'll be able to learn these different things. We're going to have a call in a little bit, and the number will be 602-337-2524. So don't call in now. We'll be calling in a little while, and we can trade some more ideas. One thing came to mind. I had a gentleman call me on the phone asking me different items that we had pertaining to our preparedness catalog and foods and such. And he said he'd like to come out and see me. I said, well, that's fine. He said, how much would you charge me to teach me how to survive for myself and my family? I thought for a minute, and I said, nothing. He says, how come? I says, well, I don't charge for that type of knowledge because it was given to me by learning from others, and I was never charged. So how can I turn around and charge someone else to learn how to survive for him and his family? I said, you just come on out here, and I'll do what I can for you. In the meantime, you can get some different books, and if you want to come out for a few days, we'll learn together. And every day is a learning experience. I have learned from others in different ways on hunting, survival, camping, backpacking. I've gained quite a bit of knowledge, and this gentleman was very appreciative of that fact that I wouldn't be charging him for that. That's just something I couldn't do, folks. I'd be glad to help anybody for the times that are coming. We're all going to have to get together and help each other. And so anybody needs any help that I could give them some advice. I don't know it all. I always seek information from others. I'll be glad to share it with you, and there's no problem. Also, I wanted to remind you for between now and Christmas, Bill has his book, Behold the Pale Horse, on sale at members for $15.50, non-members at $18.50. That's postpaid folks. We also have the ATF and the ADL reports, and those will be shipped to you postpaid at $10. And make your checks out to Annie, A-N-N-I-E, and send them to the Intelligence Service at Post Office Box 1420, Shoalo, Arizona, 85901. That's the Intelligence Service, Post Office Box 1430, Shoalo, Arizona, 85901. And we'll send those out to you in return mail. Also, remember the other books that are available. Vultures and Eagles Clothing, April 15th. Scarlet and the Beast, which is a very good book. And I've started to read it. And there's a lot of information in that book, folks. So those are some of the things that we have right now that could be of use to you. Also, we have, don't forget Bill's food supplies, his tapes, the Zapruder film, the Luxor video, all of these things that we have for sale. And you have any questions, just call in here at the Research Center at area code 602-337-2562. So we'll go to the phones now, and we'll see if we can trade a little bit more information, helping each other. And any suggestions that you have, just call in at 602-337-2524. Okay, no phone calls yet. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions pertaining to some of the items that I have here at Surplus and Stuff, you can call me at 602-337-2975.
Good evening, you're on the air.
Yes, good evening. Regarding Bill's book, Behold the Pale Horse, I am a blind person, and I'm calling from New Jersey. I spoke with Bill over half a year ago, and Bill made 2 books available to me, and I told Bill I would attempt to have them recorded so that other blind people throughout the country might have access to his book. Okay, it took a lot longer than I thought. It took 3 tries, but this is the story. Anyone who's blind and is in the talking book program which most blind people are. They get talking books on their own regional library. I can tell you this book has been recorded for me. It's just been privately recorded by the Philadelphia branch of the Federal Talking Book Library. And any blind or legally blind person in the country who is in the Talking Book program, if they wish to get a tape to loan, a cassette tape copy of Bill's book, all they need do is contact their own regional Talking Book Library, no matter where they are in the country. They know where the regional Talking Book libraries are. Just contact that library and ask that library to order a copy of Bill's book from the Philadelphia Library. They have kept a master tape copy of the private reading they did for me, and they will duplicate a copy for anyone in the country. Did I state it clearly?
Yes, you did. That would be a real nice thing that they've done.
And that is available for loan at no charge.
Well, that's great. So those of you that are blind, you can get a copy?
Yes, just contact your own regional Talking Book Library and ask them to order it from the Philadelphia Library. And I will put this in writing to Bill. I've only had my copy for the past week, but I am going to put it in writing to Bill and give him the official announcement of it.
Well, that's great. I'm glad of that, and I'm sure he'll be glad hearing from you, sir.
I'm sure he will. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. And anyone that wants to order a catalog from Surplus and Stuff, you can order one from Surplus and Stuff, Post Office Box 3300, St. John's, Arizona 85936. Drop $2 in an envelope, send it to me, and we'll send you a catalog out in return mail.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Yes. My reception on my shortwave is a little bad. I wanted to double check that deal on storage of the grains with the salt in the bottom.
Yes, sir.
Could you explain that again?
Just get you a 5-gallon bucket.
Uh-huh.
Put you about an inch of plain salt, not iodized, in the bottom of the bucket.
Okay.
Pour your spaghetti or noodles, rice, what have you, into the bucket. Fill it up. And put a couple of bay leaves, preferably 5 full leaves of bay leaf, on top.
Okay.
Some people use spearmint. And put your ceiling lid on top. And that way you'll be able to keep your dried foods there for quite some time.
Roughly how long? About at least a year or two? Or?
Well, I've had stuff packed away about 6 years now.
6 years. Good deal. Okay, sir. I thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Thank you for calling.
Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything that you can add to the program this evening, here we're going to be talking about all kinds of things. So just feel free to call in at 602-337-2524 to this subject matter only.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Good evening. I am listening to your program there about the books and so forth.
Yes, sir.
And I have some books I can recommend. One source of good books comes out from Lindsay Publications Incorporated. P.O. Box 538, Bradley, Illinois, 60915-0538. They have a good catalog of all sorts of books on metalworking, blacksmithing, building machines, radios, chemistry.
Woodworking and so on?
Yes.
Well, that's real good. We all have to learn a little bit about carpentry, metalworks, things of this nature. If you would, send that in writing, if you would, to me, and I will pass it on to the others. I'd appreciate it.
And the other one is Atlin Formularies, P.O. Box 95 in Alpena, Arkansas, 72611. They publish Kurt Saxon's The Survivor and Poor Man's James Bond series.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you very much for calling, sir.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Thank you. So anyway, folks, if anybody has any recipes that they could pass along or on anything, if you want to send them to me at Surplus and Stuff or here at the Research Center, we'll be glad to pass them on to others. And so we can just work together doing some of these things.
Good evening, you're on the air.
Well, here we go again.
I don't think so.
Well, there's just another one of them little twits again, as Bill would say. One of those mindless individuals that can't even think. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, go.
Good evening, you're on the air.
I've got a question about MREs.
Go ahead, sir.
First of all, I'd like to know how you can tell the expiration dates on those and how long they'll last.
Okay, if you bought them in a case, there should be a package and an expiration date on them, and when the date last was inspected.
I have seen these in the green. I have not seen an expiration date. All I've seen are a bunch of numbers and letters and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as a date with an abbreviation of a month or anything like that, nothing.
Well, generally speaking, most MREs are good for 10 plus years if they're kept in a cool place, sir.
Okay, then it'd be pretty safe, like at a gun show or surplus store or something like that.
I would say so on the new MREs, yes.
Okay, thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for calling. Yes, you have to check the packaging dates on some of it, but most MREs are meals ready to eat. If they are of the current manufacturer, they should last for some time.
Good evening, you're on the air.
Good evening. I have some suggestions for snake bite. Echinacea is an herb. You can get it from Penn Herb Company. I've got the number if you want me to read it.
Which number is that, sir?
1-800-523-9971. They'll send you a catalog, and you can buy them already made up in pills, into capsules. Doctors who are familiar with this herb say that they could let a rattlesnake bite them and it wouldn't bother them as long as they had that herb to fight it. There's another one that is a homeopathic remedy for spider bites.
You can find those at your health food stores, can't you?
No, this one normally you can only get tissue salts at the health food stores. Standard homeopathic company in California got an 800 number. You can just call information and get it.
Okay.
It's called Cubanus. Is that something? It just slipped my mind.
Well, if you want to send it to me, I'll pass it on to others if they call in for me.
Okay, let me give you one tip on packing food out. All these dehydrated foods that you can use, there's a company called Pilla, P-I-L-L-A. They sell a vacuum packer that packs it into bags and sucks a vacuum on it. You can get these whole grains like oat groats, and you put it in a little package and you suck it down and seal it. And then right above it, you can put the correct amount of water that goes with it and seal that in a bag. And you can take in a boil of water, pour your oat groats in it, put it in an insulated mug with a wide mouth on it, cap it, at night before you go to bed in the morning, it's cooked. And you have a tremendous food there you won't get hungry for 4 or 5 hours.
Well, that's good. I thank you.
You bet. One other thing, for people in the desert areas where you get stings and bites, and especially the killer bees, there's a homeopathic remedy you can get from Standard Homeopathic in California. It's called APIS, A-P-I-S, 30C potency. And you get stung by 10, 15 bees, and I used to be a beekeeper, and it just takes away all the pain and swelling. Within 5 minutes, you don't even know you've been bit unless you touch right on the part where they bit you. It's sensitive. But I had a daughter that got stung by a bunch, and she had that problem where your throat swells shut.
Yes.
and it stopped that just like magic.
Well, that's good. I thank you for calling in, sir.
Sure. Bye.
Yes, there's a lot of remedies out there that we can use for snake bites and stings because in the field they'll sure be out there with us, but I hope I never get bit by a snake.
You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Got a question for you. Fellow was saying that MREs would last about 10 years.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. The sea rations, I've eaten sea rations that were 20 and 30 years old. Do you think that the MREs might last longer than that?
I know they'll last 10 years. That I do know. And yes, I've eaten them sea rations along with you when I was in the military that were from World War II in Korea. And as long as they're kept in a cool place and they don't get frozen and they're not in excessive heat, they will last for quite some time.
So if you...
And the MREs being in sealed aluminum packages rather than cans, you have a lot better chances than the old cans also.
So what would you say would be the ideal temperature? Around 55, 50, something like that?
Yes, anything that's they're not direct in the sun, where they'll heat up, or they'll freeze. Just keep them moderate. You know, they can be down to 40, 45, 50. As long as you maintain that cold or that heat. In storage rooms that where they get warm in the morning and the heat rises with it, that's fine. It's the extreme heats that deteriorate your food.
Okay. And one other question. Do you publish like a newsletter, yourself?
No, I don't. Not myself, no.
Okay. Well, I've been listening to you on Bill's show for a while, and I really do enjoy listening to you. You really put out some excellent, top-notch information.
Well, I thank you very much, sir. I try, and I've learned a lot from others that had given me that information out of friendship, in some cases need to know, and I'm just trying to pass on what I've learned in my experience over the years to others.
Okay. Well, I really do appreciate it, and I was just hoping that you might put out like a newsletter, or you might have possibly your own show or something like that.
I don't have the facilities of putting out a newsletter. A lot of people just call me when they're checking for items at the store, and a lot of them make up a list of questions, and I can help them at that time.
Okay. Well, my $2 is in the mail.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Well, here we are, just passing some more information. MREs is a good source of food. They're high calories. Dried foods are good. There's a lot of vacuum sealers on the market. I've seen a couple on TV. I know people that use these vacuum sealers to make different types of trail mixes and prepackaged oatmeal and things of this nature, rice that they can take with and pack in their backpack. And that way when they set up a mini camp, they can take a measured amount of oatmeal, rice, or what have you, and dump it in their canteen cup and cook it, and away they go. So there's just a little bit of thinking out there of what you can do and how to do it, and we can all stay for quite a bit in the field with what we have and what we have to eat and what we can find edible in the forest while we're foraging around.
And fought off the earth to just break down and call. That night to find the fall seemed so darn easy. But now who's to blame? Don't matter much at all. You think that Good luck. The heartbreaker, the foolish bride. Turn out the lights, competition's over. The stubborn souls of the losers here tonight. And while the bridge is burning, another hard lesson. Passion slowly dies. If romance goes down, the foolish He lives every word they spoke in anger. He walks the floor and punches out the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of ways of getting prepared, and I think you know what's coming up. Yes, it is. Swiss America, 1-800-289-2646. They have a lot of ways that they can help you. Give them a call, explain your situation, what you'd like to do, what you try to do, what your goals are, and I'm sure the people there at Swiss America can help discuss with you and make a plan as to what you can do for the future. Because precious metals in its various forms have always retained value. And here again, talking about Grandma pinching her pennies to make dollars, this is what you can do right now. Start saving, put some money away towards your goals. And they can outline different packages for you. Just tell them what you want to do. Myself, when I can, I try and buy the silver rounds. That's what I can afford. This is what I buy. I give them away as gifts. Friends of mine and members of my family will be getting those in their Christmas stockings this year instead of gifts, because later on they'll be able to use them. So think ahead and give gifts that are long-lasting and worthwhile. And the only way that you can do this is to invest in the precious metals in various forms. You can go into different types of coins, gold, higher-priced silver coins, gold, whatever you're looking for, or you can buy bags of junk silver and keep it. So there's many ways of getting prepared, and this is one of them. And there's several other ways of getting prepared. But they can help you quite a bit down there at Swiss America. I've learned quite a bit from those folks down there in the several months that I've been associated with them. They've helped me out a bit, pointed me in the right direction, and I know they can help you. So give them a call, ladies and gentlemen, at 1-800-289-2646, and I'm sure they'll be able to help you. Excuse me. Just watch the market. From what I understand, the stock market dropped again, and then you have to watch what's going on throughout the world as far as the money and monetary values are going. How our currency is doing out there, and then you'll better understand. And they do have a booklet. I'm sure you can ask them for it, and it also explains the financial market and what's happening. So do it now, folks. 1-800-289-2646.
Last night we brought the children by to visit their grandpa and it's plain to see they're truly part of him. While we were there, the grandma took out some old photographs rock like me back then. I'm seeing my father in me. Guess that's how it's meant to be. And I find more and more like him each day. I notice I walk the way he walks. I notice I talk the way he talks. I start to see my father in me. And today I took my wife for a walk down that old dirt road where my dad took my mom so many times. And we found the time to mention things we never had before. And we shared some thoughts about the family line. Yeah, I'm seeing my father in me. I guess that's how it's meant to be. And I find more and more like him each day. I notice I walk the way he walks. I notice I talk the way he talks. I'm starting to see my father in me.
Yes, folks, you'll have to excuse me tonight. I'm getting a hoarse throat tonight, and I think maybe I'm catching a cold or something. Don't forget, tomorrow between 2 and 8 down there at the amphitheater in Mesa, Arizona. Go down and see Bill and the others, Red Beckman and all that'll be down there. If you've been thinking about going and quite not made up your mind, it's Friday night. Make up your mind. Get in your car tomorrow and drive over to Mesa, Arizona, and you'll get quite education while you're there. So, and the phone numbers, folks, is 602-337-2524. Give us a call tonight. Well, we had one caller, and he's off.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Good evening. How are you doing tonight?
Just fine. How can I help you?
I just want to comment on a caller that you had a few minutes ago. The one that called up and made those stupid noises.
Yes.
Now, this country's going down the drain. We don't need people like you. So if that's all you're going to do, just stay at home and bury yourself and wait for them to come and get you. Because that's what's going to happen because you're stupid.
Thank you very much.
That's all I want to say.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, just if you have anything to say pertaining to what we're talking about, preparedness or trail hiking or whatever equipment, just give us a call at 602-337-2524.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Yeah, Tim Bruce in Texas.
Yes, how you doing, Bruce?
Not bad. Just got some information from Linda Thompson. She wanted to get out on the air. She's out of the office right now. ATF has been practicing at Fort Ben Harrison. Last night there was 80 plus marked and unmarked sheriff's state and federal police cars at the Ramada Inn at Pendleton Pike and I-465 in Indianapolis, just south of Fort Harrison. And she's staying gone for right now until they find out just exactly what's going on. But she's all right at the present time.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad a lot of our listeners are sure feeling the same way. Bruce, how have you been?
No problem. Just busy in the Dickens and trying to keep my head low down here too. And I got some more stuff for you.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Okay, guys. Bye.
Okay, folks, that number to call in is 602-337-2524.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing? This is Brad from Kansas.
Yes, go ahead.
Some of the things you were talking about, preserving food and so on. When you go off into the boonies, here's a little trick that I learned from the Canadians. Mothballs ideal substance for keeping the little rodents and the little mice and the little bears from eating your food. A good little plastic bag with about 12 mothballs in it, placed close to wherever you stack food, like a pack. I know a lot of people say, well, they're, hanging from the trees and all that, but they have pretty well been convinced up there that mothballs and plastic sacks with the sack open, so the mothball aroma comes out, will keep just about any animal away from the food.
Well, that's good. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Well, there's a good tip that I never thought of myself. See, there's many tips out there, and we'll give it a try and see if it works.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Hi, Jim. How you doing tonight?
Just fine.
I would just like to encourage everyone to take CPR and first aid classes, and don't forget to include the kids because they can also participate. And you'd be surprised, they can come in real handy.
You bet. We've been stressing this on the last couple of shows. They can go to the library, their local EMT, fire station, what have you, and they can inquire when the next classes will be in their area.
And you'd also be impressed with how reasonable it really is. A little bit of research goes a long way.
That's true. Thank you. Yes, folks, CPR, first aid, is very beneficial. It really can help you in times that are coming, and you never know when you're going to have a crisis in your own home or neighborhood or wherever where you can pitch in and help your neighbor.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Wow, can't believe it. This is Craig up in Michigan. How you doing?
Pretty good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a couple tips. For starting a fire, everybody's talking about the waterproof matches and all this stuff. It's pretty hard to beat a propane lighter.
Yes.
They're cheap, and you can put a couple of them in different pockets in your pack, whatever. And if you have to, they make a expedient hand grenade. Another thing, a lot of the books will say about the matches were to dip them in a paraffin. That's a bad deal. It just softens them up. You'll never get them lit. I tried that. That does not work.
Well, I've tried some that did and some that didn't myself. A propane lighter or match is fine. You have to be careful with them. You have to buy some good ones. There's a lot of cheap ones out there, and they don't last that long, and a lot of them, the tops come off and the wheels break and so on and so forth. So if you're going to go into propane lighters, ladies and gentlemen, just be careful and buy a good one and keep it wrapped up so that the top part where the roller and striker is don't get damaged.
Yeah, for sure. But watch those matches, though, because, when you need it, it crumbles in front of you. Yeah.
Yes, I've been through that.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your tip.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Any other tips out there? And we had a tip the other night when we had a call in. Don't forget bicycles. And get some good bikes and with solid tires, and away you go.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Yeah, I was calling on that vacuum sealer. Talking about a while ago using it to preserve food. I got a Prolock Decosonic from Daymark, and it's like $49.99, and it has a jar sealer with it.
Do you have your radio on, sir?
Huh?
Do you have your radio on?
In another room.
You want to turn it down? I can hear background noise.
Yeah. Well, the number is 1-800-729-9000.
And that's for a food sealer.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Don't forget, folks, when you call in, if you have a radio, turn it down if you're on the phone waiting to come on the air, because we can hear the background noise and it gets very annoying and you can't hardly understand.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Yeah, I have a tip for emergency. If you kind of pass out, or if you have a situation where the person goes into a shock, you can use an acupuncture technique by pressing very hard between the lip and the nose, and that can bring the body back into into reaction and brings up the blood pressure and helps to prevent the shock from going into more serious, life-threatening situation.
All right, sir. Where'd you learn that one?
Acupuncture.
Acupuncture.
And also, if you have a fever, 102, 104 fever, you can also bleed the fingertip, not really the tips, but if you could imagine a line being drawn along the bottom of a nail and along the side of a nail where the two lines intersect, you can bleed that. Just a little, teeny little prick, and that excitation to the body can help break the fever. Works great in children.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Well, there's a lot of things to learn. There's a lot of books out there. Don't forget, go to your friendly library and health food store. There's a lot of books on information of what we're talking about tonight.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Hello, this is Richard from Garner, Texas. How you doing?
Just fine.
Just a tip on MREs. We talked about shelf life. All I know about MREs is when not to eat them.
All right, go ahead.
They're all vacuum sealed. If there's any air whatsoever in any of the packages that are enclosed in the MRE, then you should discard them.
Now, wait a minute. On MREs, are you talking about the dehydrated?
Well, the dehydrated, all the packages that are packaged in the individual pack, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, you're talking about the LERP rations. If it's dehydrated or vacuum packed.
Right, and most of them are beef stew and all that stuff is all, it's sucked out of it by the vacuum. If there's any squishiness to it, if there's any air in it, then you have bacteria growth in it and it should be discarded.
I think you're getting between the LERP rations and the MREs mixed up, because MREs are just sealed package, and they're not vacuum sealed, sir.
Oh, okay.
The old LERP rations, which are still some of those around, where you add water to them, yes, those were all vacuum sealed.
Okay.
There is a difference in the two. The new MREs came out in the early 80s, and the LERP rations came out during Vietnam, sir.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to let you know that, if you do have a bunch of air in it, then it probably wouldn't be a good idea to go ahead and eat that.
That's a good idea.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for calling. Okay, 602-337-2524. Do you have any other information you want to pass on this evening? Just give us a call and we'll talk about it.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Hi, Bob. I got a couple questions to ask you. I believe a lot of Bill Cooper, what he says in that, but I got another question for you. I got a buddy here in Pennsylvania that he's storing up all kinds of stuff, in the militia and that, trying to get stuff trained and all that. But another thing is, you got to have money to do this, to get guns and that. But he doesn't want to work. We tried everything to get him a job. So, he doesn't want to go out into society to get work, to get, store stuff.
Well, he doesn't want to help himself, does he?
No, that's what we're trying to get him to get a job.
Well, if he can't get up and have enough esteem to get out and do what he has to do, well, I'd check that one off. Do you have a radio on?
No.
You got an awful buzz in your telephone.
I'm on a cordless.
Oh, that's another thing you don't want to do is call on a cordless phone because it does create a lot of noise. Okay, anything else?
That's it. I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
Well, if a person can't stand up and help themselves, there's nothing you can do.
All right.
You can try and pick him up, but if he wants to sit down, just let him sit down.
All righty, thanks.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
That's another thing that gets a little bit annoying, folks. Do not call on a cordless phone because they seem not to have the power or something, and they get a lot of buzzing and humming. Here again, it gets very irritating.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Yes, sir. I'm here in Houston. I was calling to see if you had any information on night vision equipment that would be good to follow up on.
No, I don't. I've checked into some of the night vision that's out there. To me, it's been unsatisfactory. So
most of the Russian stuff I've seen, I've not been real pleased with, and I didn't know if there were some outlets for American-made products.
There is some, but I haven't gotten into it. They're quite expensive. Unless 3 or 4 people get together to buy one piece of equipment, it would be about the only way you could do it. Yeah. Some of the stuff that's out there has a lot of fisheye in it and out around, and does not have the clearness of the optics. And to me, it's been useless.
I've noticed, I've used in the past, like the Steiner Night Hunter binoculars, and they're 8 by 56, and they have a very good resolution at night, almost as good as some of the Russian junk. You know, it'll.
Steiner, they're very good binoculars.
Yeah, you can get a very good resolution with a decent amount of ambient light. The other thing I was interested in, you guys have been talking about, has been the storing grains and stuff like that. And that I was interested in vacuum packing, and your salt idea sounds very, very good also. I'd never heard of that.
Well, it works quite well.
Are there any books that you can resource for that kind of information?
There's different books, like I was saying earlier, in your health food stores. Go to the library, and there's books on canning and preserving, and you'll pick up tips there. This tip I've learned a long time ago. It's an old pioneer trick, and it does work well.
Okay.
Anything else I could help you with?
Thanks for having the show. There's a lot of us here in the Houston area that appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
We have time for a couple more calls, folks. 602-337-2524.
Good evening. You're on the air.
Yeah, could you provide some information about what type of backpacks, butt packs, that kind of stuff?
Yes, well, we've talked about Alice packs before, and the military butt packs are more comfortable to carry, in my estimation, and others share the same view. You can buy an Alice pack with or without a frame. A frame you'd want to keep around for later for carrying heavier objects than just your pack.
Oh, I see. So the pack becomes detachable?
Yes. If you want, send in for the catalog and you can see the items there.
Great. I have questions about maps. What type of maps should I start collecting if I wanted to?
Well, what you'd want to do is go, if you have a map store, there's one in Phoenix. It's a map store, and they have topo maps of the entire state. And you can pick out the topo maps or land topographic maps of your area and the area you want to go to. And I'm sure they can get you other states if you go and check this out.
And topo maps would probably be the best bet?
Yes, it gives you elevations, shows you waterways, mountain areas, elevations and such.
Thanks, Tim.
Okay. Folks, you don't want to forget Bill's offers on his book, Behold the Pale Horse, at $18.50 for non-members, $15.50 for members. Also $10 for the ATF and the ADL papers. These are all postpaid, folks. Make your checks out to Annie. Send them to the Intelligence Service at P.O. Box 1430, Shiloh, Arizona, 85901. And anyone wants to talk to me, they can call me at 602-337-2975. If you want a copy of the catalog, you can send it to Surplus and Stuff, P.O. Box 3300, St. John's, Arizona, 85936. And don't forget, folks, if you can, get to Mesa, Arizona tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. see Bill, Red Beckman, and others that will be there, and you'll be getting a good education for your money. So you folks, good night. God bless you all, and God save the Republic.
I like to feel your name on my lips, and I like the sound of your sweet gentle kiss, the way that your fingers run through my hair, and how you're simply even when you're not there. And I like the way your eyes dance when you laugh, how you enjoy your 2-hour bath, and how you convince me to dance in the rain, with everyone watching like we were insane. But I love the way you love me. Growing wild, growing easy, heart and soul, so completely. I love the way you love me. I like the way you say, oh, verily, now you know you're right, and I'm slightly off beat. And I like the innocent way that you cry, it's sappy old movies you've seen hundreds